upstairs, so I am here dealing with what I need to deal with. Um, I figured I'd just talk and vent and share my stories with my travels. So basically, I switched rooms because of a bed bug situation. And so right now I'm just taking everything out of my suitcase and checking it, shaking it out on this bed to make sure that there aren't any bed bugs that are coming along for the ride, which I don't feel that there are. Um, but I'd rather just be safe and sorry. So if you hear me like pause and stuff, it's because I'm brought. And some things I purchased, so I'll just leave them in bags because I know that they're fine. And maybe I'll do another video about it later. This is a shoe. um, but yeah, so I'll tell the story as to how I ended up in a different hotel room. I went to bed like around 1, and then around 3 a.m. I started itching. I started scratching, and I didn't know. I thought it was mosquitoes, but mind you, I haven't gotten any mosquito bites from the whole time I've been here, which has been about 11 days. So I thought that maybe because I left the terrace door open for a little bit earlier, that maybe a mosquito got in. So then I just tried to like brush it off and kind of go back to sleep, but that didn't happen. So I basically woke up and got out of bed and just felt like little bites on my shoulders, little bumps on my shoulders. And I realized it was something crawling too, right? And so it ended up being bed bugs, and they were like really tiny. So I was like, maybe it's not a bed bug, you know? Maybe it's just, regular bug that likes to bite, like the little fire ants and stuff. No, because as soon as I squished it and smeared it against the bed and the mattress, because it took a while for me to actually kill it, um, I realized like it's a bed bug, and I'm like, oh no. And so one is one thing, two is another thing. But when you get up and you just like turn the pillowcase sheets over, and you realize that they're coming from somewhere inside this mattress, it's a situation. So I was pretty upset, obviously, and I'm frustrated because this is my second, technically my third night here, but my second night in a row, and I know that it didn't happen. So this is clean. Got like um, I was in the Sahara Desert, so I was like, maybe it's my fault, but no way. I'm not claiming any of that. Anyway, so basically, I got up, and since it's not my first time of having this experience with bedbugs, I just got up and hopped in the shower, and then I did have some stuff on the other mattress, because it's like 2 beds. But there wasn't any bugs out there or anything like that. So I just figured because there's a warm body on this mattress that's where they started going in. And you can't really see it, but I have like little bumps and stuff on my shoulders. I have it in another video because I had to record it because I was out here feeling like I was crazy. Um, should I re-put the stuff back in? Let's see. Yeah, so I'll repack that stuff. Okay. Um, yeah, so I showered and, I was pretty upset, wondering, like, damn, what did I do to deserve this? But at the end of the day, I just took my time to repack my bag because I was almost packed. I only had to pack like one or two bags, like one bag. I have three bags. And it was, by the time I got downstairs, it was like 4:45. I had called them around 4 because I needed a minute to like get my mind adjusted about what was going on. And they didn't answer. So I just said, I'm just going to take my time and go downstairs, pack my bags, make sure like I don't forget anything. And it wasn't close to the bed, so like I said, I don't believe that there's any bed bugs. But then when I checked, like, was looking at the bed where the bed bugs were, you can just randomly see one go walking, crawling across the pillowcase. So, but I didn't. It's just check for bed bugs. That's it. It's just a simple task as that. When you come into your hotel, just strip the bed, check the mattress, check the pillowcases to see if there's like any dry blood stains or anything, evidence of bugs or something like that, and it should be fine. Everything is fine. So this actually happens in the States. It's pretty common, and it can happen overseas. So I'm not saying anything bad about this country at all. I'm just communicating and talking about my experience. And I've been meaning to do like a little video of like things that I brought. So like I'll show you shoes that I brought. So lesson learned. They're cute shoes. But maybe I shouldn't be buying shoes last minute for a trip from like a company that sells like, shoes that are um, you know, I don't know. Maybe on its way out or something. Um, because they just didn't fit right. Like, and I think because I got them last minute because I needed something, thinking I needed something when really I didn't. I could have done without. I didn't really check to see how comfortable or uncomfortable they really were. So I ended up like just being a whole thing, and I had an attitude about it. Simple. I like this little thing. Um, yeah, so I packed my bags, switched rooms, told him I want my money back. He said he's gonna deal with it in the morning when his manager comes on board. We cut sleep, and I want to go to this Jardin Margerel, which is a garden that Yves Saint Laurent had created, I guess. It was his garden, so which is pretty cool. And I wanted to just take some cute little pictures, So, and I wanted to go there early. Um, I wanted to go there early here, situation. I wanted to go there early, like around as soon as they open, which is 8 o'clock. Over here, just gonna check my little um packing cube and shake everything out here. So yeah, I'm pretty bummed because I'm gonna be sleepy because I'm gonna go do this. I'm sure I'm gonna go. I feel like I should go because I'm not going to sleep and I can't check out. I thought that was fun. Yeah, I figured I might as well just go to get ready and go to the garden and then come back and check out and then go to the next hotel because I have an excursion set up later on that day. So I can still pack some more stuff here. But yeah, so that's enough about the bed bug situation, let's talk about, well, we could talk about my hammam experience. The hammam experience is like a traditional body bath kind of scrubbing experience that they have here in Marrakesh. I don't know if it's all of Morocco. I'm not really sure. I don't think I need anything. But yeah, so basically I I did it here at the hotel because it was just convenient, and I could have done it, and probably it would have been cheaper outside of the hotel, like in the city square. But I figured, I might as well just stay close to home anyway. So it was nice. I'll create a separate video for that. I felt like I was being scrubbed just like a baby, and I have not been scrubbed. Pretty dope. They actually put you on they lie you down. You get naked except for your general areas. They give you like special clothes for that, or underwear for that. And then you lay down on like it's like a marble table, kind of like a massage table with like a rubber mat on top of it and like a rubber pillow, and you just lay down there. She had changed her clothes into like something that would get wet, and the room kind of felt like a steam room, like a sauna almost. And she would rinse me off, like, with the water shower head kind of. And let me check this. And then she would put some soap on, would soap me all up, soap my whole body, and would soap up from head to toe. If you want your hair wash, you can have that as an option, but I didn't want that. So just from the face down to my feet was what I had. And then when she puts the soap on, she turned on something that sounded like water, was like a river or waterfall. I didn't know what it was, but it was actually like the steam, like the sauna kind of thing to make the room steamy. So then that happened. That was like about 5 to like 8 minutes, and then after that, she took like one of those hand scrubs, but it looked like a mitten, exfoliating, and she scrubbed my whole body. When I say scrubbed, it was just like, oh, my skin's falling off. Like, I feel like, it was a little too abrasive, but I decided to just do less. So I noticed that there was like a lot of dead skin, like, when you scrub and you get like the little rolls of like dead skin that just come off. It was like so much. I was just like, I feel extra dirty. Like all of my dead skin cells are showing. And it's just sitting on the table. Ah, gross. But she rinsed me off after that, and kind of just had me like help her like just rinse off like all the dead skin, and she rinsed herself off, and then she put on like an exfoliating scrub, I think, or an oil, one of the two. It's like 3 things she did. And then we would sit, and then I would turn over, and then she would do the back. And it was really nice. After that deep scrub, everything else was like smooth sailing. So far, so good. Update, no bed bugs here. Okay, so then after that, she just rinsed me off, and it was done. And it was about 50 minutes, I would say. Yeah. So it was like a 50-minute situation, which I thought was dope. I didn't know how long it was gonna be, and for like 290, which is like a little less than $29 for the scrub, I thought that was pretty good. It was a good experience. And there's like random strands of hair on this bed, by the way. So another reason why I'm like just not going to sleep. I'm ready to go. So got an empty packing cube. This is trash, I guess. 1 second. I'm coming. Okay. There you go. And then there's another reason I'm doing this live is because it's hard for me to. I don't have as much memory, or I do have enough memory on my phone. The Wi-Fi service here is not allowing me to be great. So I'm like, I've been trying to document things and upload things, but so I felt like this would be a good, easy way for me to kind of just do a recap of my trip. I actually went with a travel group, so for 10 days. And it was dope. It was my first travel group like experience as far as really long distance international travel is concerned, because I usually like to travel solo. So um yeah. So this is some spices that I purchased. I gotta repack it eventually. I put it in an actual plastic bag. Um it smells like human. Among other things. But I know this is fine. I'm gonna put it here next to the soaps that I bought and incense. Kind of curve that. I'm gonna have to repack this bag anyway before I leave Morocco. So what was I saying? Yeah, it was my first time with a travel group, and it was nice because I was with like-minded people, and they're also lovely, and it was a vibe. It was really awesome. I think I wish that I would have had more time in each of the places that I went to. However, now I know what to expect, and so I can actually like do it on my own, which is kind of the preferred way for me. Because then I realize that I learn things about myself as we go along. I like time to just observe, to peruse around things, around places, to try foods. And with the tour group, with, a lot of people, got this. It's nice. Supposed to wear this out in the desert. Um, and yeah, I like to try things and really just take in all of the atmospheres and all the things going on. But because it's a big group, it's hard to really be able to have that much time to do so because we went to a couple of different places and we had to get there, like we had a deadline and stuff, you know? Um that though, I feel like Marrakesh, Marrakesh, Chef Shawan, and the Sahara Desert was like the best for me. Shoshawan is the blue city, and I have so many pictures because the universe was just blessing me with the opportunity to basically execute all of the photos that I wanted, that I had in mind, with the help of like an actual local, and that was amazing. It wasn't planned. I had planned to go to. I had my tripod, so I planned on taking my own photos. You know, solo travel style. But the universe was like, "Don't worry, we got you. Do less." And this guy was super helpful. I don't know if like that's his thing, where he like picks up tourists to just want to like show them around and take pictures of them. But of course, I was pretty hesitant. But it was also early in the morning, and I'm like, I don't think we're doing kidnapping. I don't think there's any kidnapping um that's going to be happening going on at 8 o'clock in the morning. But I could have been wrong. These pants are so cute. And so, yeah, he offered to show me like the different like hot spots to take some photos, and then he even offered to take photos, like my photos, so I didn't even need my tripod. It's like, look at God. That is amazing. I was so grateful for that. Okay, so I think this side is packed. Yeah, I think so. I think it's packed enough. Um, so and usually I put my tarot cards in a bag, but I can't do it right now. I just I just want this to just be done and over with. So these little things are like ceramic things that I purchased when I was in Fez. And Fez is known for like their ceramic tiles and just their beautiful pieces and artworks and things like that. So I bought a couple of things like ceramic mugs and ceramic things, little containers. And so, yeah, and then these are some fossil stuff. Purchased some fossils and some crystals, like a crystal set that they're selling. I hope they're real too because I've seen them everywhere, but I feel like it'll be fine. So yeah, a whole bunch of these things. I might as well just take them out these red bags. That's like their disposable bags. Um, these are all ceramics, and they wrap them. So when you go to like places, when you're traveling, they usually wrap them up nicely for you. The downside part is that it does take up a little extra space and room in the bag, right? Because it's bulky. But hey, that's why I just pay for extra check bag because I can't. I wasn't even going to play myself like I wasn't going to be purchasing anything. So far so good on the clothes situation and the bed bugs. What else? Marrakesh is really good and it's really fun and busy. My advice, I'm just gonna take them all out. My advice to people that really want to visit Marrakesh and do shopping and explore the squares is go when they're on like either it's a holiday or a Sunday or like a Friday or something like that when there's less people or in the morning. Just you're better off just going if you're not a fan of the crowds, it will save you a lot of stress and anxiety. And you actually have the time and the energy to just look and enjoy just what they have, and you get time to like walk around. There's less like traffic and cars and scooters and bikes trying to get to where they need to get to. And so, yeah, that would be my suggestion. So like a Sunday. Sunday during the day, it was amazing. And it was this past Sunday, which was yesterday. It was amazing. I was just like, it's a complete 180 from when I was there on the Saturday. Saturday? Yeah. I was there on the Saturday, so it was a complete 180. And like certain stores are closed on a lot of stores are closed on Sunday. And this is Sunday during the day. At night everything opens back up. Like so sorry. Um Sunday during the day and I think Friday, but I'm not really sure about Friday. But Sunday during the day for sure. Is like the best time to shop because some of the stores that are open, they don't really try to haggle you and harass you and try to be like, come into my store, come here, come here. You know, we got nice price. You don't worry, just come, just look, just have a look. You know, that's what they say. Right? But I know for a lot of people, they'd rather just have that, you know, that space to just walk in if they choose to, take a look if they want to, and not feel pressured. So, just gonna take all of this stuff out. And yeah, and I noticed that those stores will actually give you better prices. I don't know if maybe because the square wasn't open, like where it was really busy. I didn't really go around that way too much. I kind of just explored the other streets, and I didn't get lost. And I kind of feel like if you have honestly, if you have like Google Maps or some sort of map app or Maps.me, you can figure out how to get where you need to get to. If you have surface, I have sand in this bag, so I will try and get that out. Tissue, okay, because those wipes. 1 second. And so, yeah, that's. And I will do a video about like the things that I purchased and like what I paid for them, so that you can have like a better understanding because I know that that helped me out a lot when I watched a few videos about what people purchased and how much they got it for. Because the thing about purchasing things in Marrakesh at the market is that they say, oh, like whatever their asking price is, just know that the value, like the actual price is half that, which in theory, that can be the case, but when you go to only one store and say the asking price is 250 dirham, so half of that price would be, or say, yeah, half that price would be like 125 or something like that. But then you go to another store and you see that you ask them for the same item, how much is his asking price? And he tells you that it's 100. So then now you're in a predicament because if you already purchased from the first store at like half price, you still would have been paying more because you could have gotten it cheaper elsewhere. You know? So best way to resolve that issue is don't buy things on the first day. Buy things like 2 days before you leave because like and shop around and just ask different stores how much their prices are and kind of get a feel for what they're asking for, and then whatever the lowest price is, then that's when you can say, all right, bet I'm gonna do this and get it for at least half, and then that'll be your best bet. Also, if you're young looking or not, maybe you can just tell them that you're a student as well. And also really like try to communicate with them, like negotiate, like have a conversation, ask them where they're from. They're gonna ask you where you're from. Just kind of get to know them and create that rapport with them because that's kind of the name of the game. That's the reason why they do it in the first place because it's a part of their culture. It's a part of socializing in the community and getting to know the people that live there and work there. And it's kind of like, well, if I like your personality, then I'll buy from you. So they kind of like that's just how they are in that situation, which is pretty unique. It's exhausting, especially when you just really want to just buy stuff and go. Um, so at some point, but it's actually like a dress. The dress top part don't really do what I need it to do. But it's a pretty orange. Okay, so that's good. So far, so good. Um, I'm going through the clothes in this bag. This big bag. Anyway, so yeah, that's my suggestions on purchasing, haggling, things like argan oil, herbs and stuff like that. If you can find like a women's co-op, which is like a facility that supports women that needs assistance getting back on their feet. It's just, good to kind of give back to like local communities if at all. So yeah, you can easily look those up on the maps and find exactly where they are. But you'd find that you'll at least get smells like cumin. At least get authentic argan oil or authentic herbs and spices and saffron and things like that, you know? Um and you're also supporting the community, the local community. And you don't have to worry about getting ripped off. And 9 times out of 10, it's still cheaper than what you would buy back at home usually. So that's kind of another fun tip that I've learned that I also wish that I've learned before I got on the 10-day tour. I do feel like if I had more time, like if I was in Morocco early on and I had time to like research and look at the different like places and like later on in the trip instead of like really like splurging on things that maybe I could have found cheaper elsewhere. But it's all right. Again, still supporting the places that the travel group organized and basically got the full experience as well. So super grateful about that. It's amazing. It's nice to have like a translator while you're out there. It's your best option. And traveling by yourself is fine in Morocco, I see, but there's certain places like Fez, you might want to get a tour guide to like um people that like try and beg for money. You have like, a lot of young kids that you like will try to harass you for like money, for change, for things that they made, things that they want to sell, and they'll just keep following you throughout the whole like time of you walking. That's happened. And the thing is like we learned not to um we learned not to give money to the kids when they not to give money to the kids because you're enabling them. And half the time they are not, they should be in school. And their parents may not know that they ditched school to make money because, it's the two sides of a coin. Like you get it that the kids may come from like poor families, and so that truly their parents obviously want them to have a better education so that they can make more money. But to each his own. I respect it either way. Um, I am doing my best to not be an enabler, you know, when I'm aware that that's what would be happening. That would be the case. So I get it. And they're like, some of them are like real intense, It's just like, ugh, sorry, no. No doesn't mean no to them. It's not enough. Like, you really can't, you really just have to avoid them, ignore them. And it sucks. But that's just how it is in certain parts. Like, so that's Fez. Fez has like the tanneries and leather is, and I'm sure, I don't know. I'm sure you can get those same leathers for cheaper in Marrakesh, and it'd be just fine. But the experience, you go for the experience, and the experience is nice. Let's see. Chef Shao and I would go back and visit. They speak more Spanish there, which I can get down with that. French is like the secondary language from Arabic. And I did learn my fair share of Arabic, and I'm proud of myself for that. I'll put up some more Arabic words later on when I get some better service and Wi-Fi. Yeah, Chef Sharon is Blue City. If you got bad knees, you don't like hills, you don't like walking uphill, you have to really like strategically plan because they're in the mountains. And so for the views, you gotta hike. That's just what I've come to terms with. For the views, you gotta take stairs and steps and go through like the beautiful labyrinths to find like the hidden waterfall where the ladies like to commune and wash clothes and just chit chat and stuff like that. You gotta break a sweat a little bit and stretch them legs and them kneecaps. So for future reference, if uphills, inclines, steps, mini labyrinths is not your cup of tea, you might want to really do your due diligence and do your research before going out there. But I would go back out there again. The city is beautiful. The people are so nice there. It's different vibes, and it does get cooler up there. So take a jacket and stuff for the mountains. That's Chef Shaolin. What are some things that I learned on my trip? Being in first time in Africa, first time in Morocco. Ooh. Toilet paper. When I find it, I'll show you. Buy you either some Kleenex, little Kleenex packets, or toilet paper rolls, because the bathroom situation's the situation. It's just kind of like in Europe, certain places in Europe, there are squatters. And if you're not a squatter as a female, it's not going to work. Or as a guy, because they have those for men's as well. I'm not a squatter kind of girl unless I have a skirt and it's an emergency. And there's been times because of, I don't know if it was the ice or the food, but there's been times my stomach was like, so, yeah. Toilet paper and Kleenex is definitely recommended for peace of mind. And they also you can buy them here. They sell them here, people that are like selling Kleenex. So that's the least of your worries. And you probably pay like 5 cents, maybe less than that, technically. But, that's an option. Swimsuit here. So far, there's no bed bug situation here. But I'm really like interested with like the way they're looking. Like it's giving little tiny dot stains, and I don't know, but I'm not going to assume. I just know that I'm checking out in a few hours. So yeah, What else have I come to learn in my travels? Yeah, ice is a luxury, by the way, so certain places will have it, certain places usually don't. In the Sahara, you could forget it. No. The Sahara Desert is beautiful. It's like just like the movies. Just, especially when you can see the blue sky and then just the sand dunes and just that's on point. Very, very nice. Like, I don't know if they have like an Airbnb experience where you can have someone just go and just take your photos of like, you know what I mean? This is the best sand dune for the best photo, but that's what it was feeling like. It's just so nice. So if you have time to go visit the Sahara Desert anytime that you're in Africa, that'd be amazing. I absolutely recommend it. And we stayed in the camp. Um, it didn't have air conditioning. We did like a camel ride experience, which was so fun. I've never been on a camel, and they're so cute. Their eyelashes just is always, you know, what we all aspire to have those types of eyelashes. Um, so they're so nice and so friendly. I don't know how humane or inhumane it is, but I did have that experience, and I'm glad I did, and I would do it again. It's bumpy. It's like, going riding on one of those mechanical bull ride things. Really, that's what it feels like. So, uh, and they sometimes drool or spit, but not like spit at you. Like if you're nearby, they might like lick your leg or something like that. Just means they like you. I don't know. So yeah, but the no air conditioning wasn't really like the worst thing because since it's September, the nights get cool. So it does get cool at night. So it's actually pretty chilly by like 12, 11 p.m., 12, where I felt and some of them, if you wanted to sleep outside, like put the mattress outside, you can. I'm glad I didn't because it started to like the wind started to pick up and stuff. And so no, I don't need all of that. I'm glad I stayed inside in the little sheltered area. This is my bag so far. I don't know if you can see it. Let me slide it. So that's already packed. And all these clothes are clean. So figured I'd just stuff it with some more things, some more clean things. And then I have the 2 bags that I have to check and check for bugs, and then I have to get ready. I'm sleepy. Get ready for garden. Chocolate chips. Oh, and these Pringles is like cream and onion. Delicious. Okay, so I'm not gonna pack those in there. Let's see. What else did I learn out here? Um, there's smoking permitted almost everywhere. I was in a supermarket, no, not a supermarket. It was like a mall, and they had tables and chairs, inside, and you can just smoke there if that's what you choose to, and have your coffee. That's what you're into, which I was just like, I've never seen that before. That was different. I'm getting sleepy. I don't know about this garden thing, but I ain't going to sleep here. So, what a predicament. I'm just gonna grab some more stuff to put in. Oh, my bubblegum machine. I love my bazooka bubblegum machine. The greatest investment ever. And be mindful when you go out into the Sahara Desert that you will probably more than likely get sand in a lot of things. In your eyes, in your nose. When you, because of the wind. It happens. It's alright. This is my other bag. Like a backpacker bag. I think this bag's okay for now. If I need to add anything, I'm just checking to make sure that there isn't any little tiny invisible creatures trying to invade. Come back home with you. We don't want that. Nope. So this is pretty much done. I'm happy. I don't see anything here. This is what happens when you don't double check and triple check the beds. Everywhere. I was just exhausted. So that was just really wasn't much I could do there. But now I know. Definitely worth it. One bag. So I think I'm gonna come back and do another video of just checking my bag for anything moving around, and then trying to get ready for garden thing. Jardin Margerelle. And then that's it. So thanks for hanging around and watching the story time of my adventures in Morocco. I'm pretty sure I have a lot more to talk about, but I really just felt the need to just put something out because that bedbug situation, and I gotta get it out. So till next time, bye.